All right, so when you're putting your microscopy lab report together, okay, there's a couple of things you're going to want to be aware of in terms of doing the lab drawing. First thing was what we talked about on Monday, which is after you've taken the pictures through the microscope with your phone, that you should send them to your partners via email. Okay, not via picture message or anything else like that. Okay, and send it to their isidore.redeemer.ab. Okay, email addresses. Okay, so I did that previously today. I sent this from one email account to another of my own. Okay, and it came in through my mail. Okay, so I just went to my mail here, and right, it showed up right here. Okay, so it said I sent it to myself, and there's the picture. All right, so it came through via email to there, and then what I did is I just clicked Save it to Drive. Right, and then I saved it in my drive. You can save it wherever you want in your drive. Okay, I just saved it to the first folder. Okay, once I had that in there, then I was able to insert that as a drawing or into a drawing in Google Docs. All right, so from there, I went and I opened up my microscopy lab Google Doc, okay, the one that you guys all have that says U2 microscopy lab report and then your name. Okay, then I went down here and I started building the lab diagram. So I put my name, I put the date, okay, in the top right hand corner, just like that sheet I just gave you that shows a proper lab drawing there. Okay, and I made sure that my picture is quite a bit of the page. Okay, your drawing, the actual picture you took, should take up most of the page. We want it to be big. It's the most important thing on there. Okay, so we want it to take up lots of room. All right, now, in order to get it to come in here and be able to do the labels in some semblance of reasonable fashion, I couldn't just insert the picture and draw in the Google Doc. What I had to do was make a drawing. Okay, so what you do to do that is you go up into Insert, okay, and you click on Drawing. Okay, when you click that, it opens up basically like a separate app. Okay, once I was in there, I had these kind of options here. This far one here on the right is to insert an image. Right, so I clicked on that, and then I went into my Google Drive to find the picture that I had emailed to myself. All right, so I found it. It was right there. I clicked on it. Okay, and it appeared in here. Now, I didn't want it to be oriented this way. I wanted it lengthwise so it kind of fit in my paper better. All right, you could just change the size of it if you wanted, but for the labeling purposes, I needed it longer tall than wide. Okay, so all I did then is I just went up here to this thing and I just twisted it, okay, until it rotated around, whoa, to 90 degrees, and then it was kind of in the right place for me. To put the labels on, okay, I just drew lines. Okay, and I put them on here, and say I wanted to label this. I just went straight out from there to about here, so I would have enough room to write something beside that. So I just drew a line, and then on the end of that line, I put a text box, which is right up here. Okay, so I clicked on text box, and then went back down to my drawing, kind of just drew it in there, and I just wrote in that that was the nucleus. Okay, and then when I clicked off of that, if I wanted to move it around, okay, I could kind of move it so it was right on the end of the line, right? And then it was kind of done. So once I got, I mean, obviously I did more than that, but I'm just kind of saving a little bit of time here by not labeling absolutely everything. Okay, so I had the labels on there, okay, and I have the drawing kind of done. Remember, all the labels go to one side of the drawing, okay, just as it shows on your template there. Okay, so once I was done, I just put Save and Close. Okay, and then I went down and I started another page. Okay, so underneath this one here, I put Insert Page Break. Okay, and then to put my name kind of in the top right corner there, all I did was go to Format, and I aligned it so that it was aligned to the right-hand side. Right, then I just typed my name. Okay, and I typed the date, and then I inserted my drawing. Okay, so I put Insert the drawing. Okay, and then whoops, sorry, not that. I already did that part. So I went to Insert Image, okay, and I found my drawing, which should have been in my Google Drive, except it's not there now. Oh, sorry, it ended up way up here. It already inserted it. So I don't want it up there, okay? I want to move it somewhere else, so I just cut it. Yeah, right. All right, so I'm going to go back down here to this page, which is where I wanted it. I'm going to paste it in there. Okay, and then it's in there. Okay, I can put my other stuff, my title and my size and my magnification underneath that. All right, does everyone follow that? Okay, so if you're doing that tonight, you're working on the lab drawings, I'm going to post this podcast before the end of the class today, and I'll put it in Google Classroom as well as on YouTube so that you can access it, and then remind yourself of what the steps are. You're making a drawing. Okay, when you're done, it'll insert that drawing wherever your cursor is. So make sure you have your cursor where you want the drawing to go. Okay, otherwise you're going to have to cut and paste like I just did, which isn't hard, but okay, just know that that's what you'll have to do. You can always change the wrapping of the text as well. It usually just inserts it in line, but if you want the text to go around, you just click wrap text and it does it. Okay, but that's how you do your drawings. Okay, so you'll take your images, put them in a drawing, label them in the drawing, and then insert all of that at one time. Okay, so it's actually quite a bit easier to do it that way than it is to do it any other way. All right, unless of course you want to draw the whole thing by hand and snap a picture of that and then just insert that picture and blow it up so it's a full page. Okay, you can do that too. All right, whichever way makes more sense for you. All right, the big thing is that we want your lab drawings to follow this format. Okay, I know it seems crazy that you got to have everything look like this. I thought it was crazy too until I got to university and I ran into the really anal retentive TAs who mark your stuff 0 if it's not exactly like this. Okay, so I'm going to try and save you a lot of pain later. Okay, make it like this so you don't get zeros like Codir did. Okay, yeah, all right. I finally just said, how come I keep getting 0? I know I can't draw. Is that why I'm getting 0? And they said, no, you keep putting the title at the top. Really? Got a 0 for that, okay? I drew pretty pictures even, but okay, they're really sticky about the format. Okay, so title goes at the bottom, magnification at the bottom, size below that, labels all to one side, okay, name and date top right hand corner. All right, now some of the other stuff that's written here on your lab drawing example there, like make all drawings with a hard sharp pencil. Obviously, if you're using the picture you took through your microscope, it won't be in pencil. Okay, that won't apply then. All right, little things like that. But size, make sure your drawing is one whole, like each lab drawing should be one whole page in your Google Doc. All right, so you're going to have 4 pages that are just, your letter E, your amoeba, your paramecium, and your euglena. All right, everybody clear on that one? Okay, so there you go. That's how you do your lab drawings.